as students. So if you're here joining us for the first time, this is a space for growth. It's a space for mentorship. It's a group space for learning. It's a space for unlearning, and it's a space for all-round development. So we're so excited to be here this evening. While we're waiting for others to join, I will just take on to really appreciate you for taking time out of your busy schedule to be with us this evening. And today is a very special day because we are looking at something that will not just impact our today, something that will impact today and also the future, something that will keep uh, us, the students, even parents, relevant for life. And it's a very important topic. I want us to stay glued to our system. Get your notebook, get your pen. I'm sure there will be a lot of questions. We are looking at beyond the classroom, how to build or develop future-proof skills. And I'm so excited to have with us today our speaker. I can see she's already on the call. I will be doing justice to that topic. And without wasting much ado, I would like to introduce our speaker today. Before I do that, I want to recognize Dr. Alo's presence. She's the lead consultant, Brace and Butter Educational Consultant. Good evening, man. It's good to have you join us this evening. And I would like to quickly introduce our guest for tonight. Okay. Let me quickly do that. All right. Sorry, please. All right. So with us today, it's a special. Yes, we have with us today Miss Jennifer Onkwe. She's our speaker for today, and she is a communications professional and creative storyteller, passionate about youth development and education. A graduate of the Nigerian Institute of Journalism, she holds a degree in mass communication and journalism and was crowned Miss Amity and Miss Tourism 2017. During her National Youth Service in Lagos, she was part of the editorial team that produced the Fennel Magazine Volume 2, Chronicle of the Feat in Youth Mobilization, which featured Mr. Eddie Megwa, NYC Lagos State Coordinator. Beyond journalism, Jennifer has represented top brands such as Maggie, Dice Bank, and MTN as a commercial model and has addressed audiences of over 200 people as the face of rich out of Nigeria 2013/2014. Driven by her passion for storytelling, personal growth, and impact, Jennifer continues to use sorry about that. All right. Jennifer continues to use I'm just having issues with my system here. All right, so driven by our passion for storytelling and personal growth and impact, Jennifer continues to use her passion and creative expression to inspire young people to lead with purpose and confidence. And we are so excited to have her join us today on the call. Ladies and gentlemen, please, with your emoji, with a round of applause, let us receive Jennifer Onkwe as she takes us on this ride. Good evening, Jennifer.
Oh my God. Good evening. Good evening, Mr. Ernest.
Good
Thank you
evening.
so much. Good evening, Dr. Alo. Thank you so much. Yes. Thank you.
How are you
Good
doing?
evening. I'm fine, thank you. That was a very awesome introduction, I must say.
Yes,
Thank
because
you
you are
so
up.
much.
We're ready to receive all that you have in store for us today. So over to you.
Thank you. The pleasure is all mine. So, yeah, I want to say a very big thank you once again for that lovely introduction. And I must say, I'm already feeling warm and welcomed. And it's truly, truly a pleasure to be here with you all. Yes, once again, it is me, Jennifer, and I'm truly delighted to be here this evening. It's always inspiring to be in a space like this where you meet young, passionate, and creative minds come together to share ideas, explore how we can build something strong, purpose-driven, and impactful. And that I truly connect with because I mean, I'm a communicator at heart and I'm still learning, still improving and growing every day to be better at what I do. I am indeed passionate about young minds. I'm passionate about helping them excel academically as well as see them thrive in life, discovering who they are and, what they can become and how they can make real life impact in the world. Yes, so I'm so excited to be here, and I'd like us to dive right into the topic of discussion for the evening. I'll be sharing my screen. There's a lot of informative information that I'd love to share with us all here on this meeting. So I'll just quickly share my screen. Okay. Here we go. I hope I'm getting this right. I hope you can see my screen.
Yes, it's up.
Okay, please let me know if it's, like a full display or I need to make it work.
Mm, okay.
Okay,
You can make it full. Maybe click the top right.
I
Let's
can make
see.
it full, right?
Yes. This is a PDF, right?
Yes, it is.
Just maximize it at the top right. The full
Hmm.
screen. The very top where you have the X sign. So the middle just next to the X sign up.
Okay. Is it this? No, I don't think so. So I have this um box right here covering. I'm supposed to make some input, but this is Mr. Ennis, can you please walk me through the process of trying to make this
Okay,
more?
just at the top, the very top, the top right, if you can click the that box, the middle box in between the X sign and the minus sign. I think if you click that, it will get to full screen. Yes, click that, please.
This?
Is it better?
I
Yeah.
don't think so. Is this full?
Okay. Click it again. Are you using your?
Oh my days.
All right, just
No,
go ahead.
How about now?
it
How about
should say
now?
that
Yeah,
there was
it's better. You
presentation
can start
mode.
with this.
Yes, and I want to do that, but this box is right here is covering. I hope,
I think you
yes,
can speak.
exactly.
I think you can speak it.
Yes,
Yes,
this should not be hard. I have
yes,
figured it out.
Perfect.
you're good.
It's good.
It's good. It's good. All right. Yes, right about now, we're getting into the topic of discussion, which is beyond the classroom, building future-proof skills. This is really, I really found this personal for me, because it it just had a lot to do with my experience, especially in 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 school and in in areas where I noticed that, oh, these skills, these skills were helpful. These skills were door openers, so to say. All right, let me take you through my slide so you get an understanding of what I'm talking about. Right. You would agree with me that the world is changing fast. It's like we're on like we're moving really fast. We're actually moving really fast. The world is changing faster than ever. What was relevant 5 years ago is dramatically different now. And that is driven by significant forces like automation, AI, global competition, and how technology is constantly replacing many roles. But the truth is, it can't replace human creativity. It can't replace empathy. It cannot replace connection. So that's where our focus must shift. And honestly, I experienced these skills during my school, during my work with brands, during my stay on campus. And over time, I've been able to build on these skills because I've realized the importance of the skills. The future isn't just about who knows, all. It's not about those who know all or about the certificate, so to say, but it's more about who can think, who can adapt, who can connect with people. And if you look at it closely, you find out that schools, employers, even our universities, they're now more concerned about how you think as an individual, how you handle critical situations. So that's why soft skills matter. They help you stand out in any path that you choose. And you'd want to ask yourself, what are these future-proof skills? These skills are soft skills. They are the personal skills that shape how you relate with others. They shape how you relate with others. And even when you're faced with challenges, these skills help you in your response. And these are the skills displayed on my screen. They are critical thinking, communication, collaboration, creativity, emotional intelligence, leadership, adaptability. They are the skills that make people want to work with you. These are the skills that make people trust you and recommend you. So when we talk about future-proof skills, we mean those that stay relevant. Even as industries evolve, these are the skills that make students adaptable and valuable anywhere they find themselves. And they matter. Gone are the days where you think, oh, these skills are just inbuilt skills, interpersonal skills. Gone are those days when you think, oh, only the technical, hands-on experience skills, hard skills, so to say, were relevant, were important. Now, the soft skills are the real gold. The soft skills are what industries, companies, universities are looking for. And why do they matter? According to Harvard Business School, Harvard Business Review, it says that 85% of job success comes from soft skills. And you see why they matter. So while technical know-how is important, yes, the technical know-how is undeniably important. Research has shown that qualities like communication, adaptability, empathy, leadership, problem solving, and teamwork makes the biggest difference in the workspace. This is something that technology cannot easily replicate. So that's why they're important. That's why it is important for each and every one of us to build on our soft skills. They aren't just abstract ideas. They start in everyday interaction, be it your conversation, your collaboration, whatever it is. A soft skill is growing on the inside. And the earlier we take advantage of it, the earlier we build on it, the earlier we harness it, the better for us. And that brings me to my next slide. You would agree with me that we need to we need to have a rethinking education for the next generation. At some point, I was, thinking about the whole topic, and I was like, there were days where I was told that, oh, it's somewhat shameful to say I do not know. Way back, it was a shameful phrase to utter. I do not know. But right now, it is a thing of acceptance. It's okay not to know. And that gives you an avenue. It gives you an opportunity. It gives you room to now know. I heard a saying that says, an intelligent person is the person who accepts and knows he's ignorant. When you have come to a realization that I do not know this, you give room to now know. So get comfortable saying, I do not know, I want to know. So it ends with me, or the phrase that says, oh, it's not okay to say you don't know outside. It's not okay to think you don't know. It ends with me. And every other thing that was stereotypical and affected our thinking, affected our mindset, it ends with me. Having said that, it is now time to rethink education for the next generation. So no more memorization. You're not about to start memorizing in as much as that might be okay, but there's a better way to do it. How about you imagine? How about you put your imagination to work? There were times way back in school that I had issues with some courses, and all I did was cram, all I did was memorize lines. And yes, I got my A's and B's, but after that time, after that day, it all went. I didn't have any use for it. And even when you ask me a week later, I'm still trying to remember, oh, that's because I was cramming. So now is a time where we shift from memorization to imagination. We shift from competition to collaboration. We cannot do it. You cannot do it on your own. You're not in a competition with anyone. It reminded me of a phrase right now. I normally say this to myself. If I was in a competition with someone, I already won. But right now, no, we're not in a competition. It's more of collaboration, working together. We are creating. So I dare say that education must evolve. It must evolve with classrooms that inspire ideas, teamwork, resilience, and not just reputation. The importance of developing soft skills daily cannot be overemphasized. So you're a student right now listening to me. I advise you, I admonish you, join clubs. I know that there's social clubs in school, academic clubs. Way back in school, I joined drama. I joined the drama club, and it made me bolder. So these are the things that should interest you. You join clubs, you volunteer, you practice public speaking. And I know you heard public speaking. I'm like, and then I'm guessing some of you will be like, oh no, 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 that's not for me. It is for you. It is for you. As much as it is for me, it is for you. I was having a discussion some time ago with a senior um, team lead, and I was telling her that this public speaking thing, I don't think, and she said, look, forget about the tension that comes with it. Forget about the fear that comes with it. It happens to the best of us. And I took that and I ran with it, and I ran with it. So if you have to join a public speaking club, go ahead and do it. Go ahead and join a public speaking team. And you see, in no time, you would get the benefits of it. And yes, this task is not just for, it's for everyone, for you students to build on this, to build on soft skills, to get hands-on soft skills, join clubs, volunteer, practice public speaking. Practice, practice, practice. Consistency will make the difference. Teachers, encourage group projects, self-reflection. Bring these kids, bring these young adults together and, let them be able to express themselves in projects, group assignments. More of that should be encouraged. Parents, you're not left out. You model our bright minds with effective communication and empathy at home. So once they're in school, they run with it. They adapt really quickly. Like I said, education must revolve. The classroom should feel less like a place of repetition and more like a lab for ideas, teamwork, and resilience. Yes, this is I find this like the best part of my slide. The responsibility is shared. Remember the saying that says that that it takes a village to raise a child? Yes, it is implying, I'm implying that right here on this slide. So it's a shared responsibility, the vision. It takes all of us together. Need I say that education thrives when everyone plays a part? Building well-rounded learners requires collaboration between parents who guide our bright minds and teachers who inspire discovery and students who take charge of their own growth. The future of education isn't the responsibility of school alone. No, we have to all put hands together. All hands must be on deck. Parents, teachers, and even you, the students. It takes all of us to shape the skills that last. Yes. Having said that, I need you all to understand that um, regardless of how fast-paced we're moving, regardless of technology, AI, humans have the edge over AI. Yes, we're in the AI era, but we will always have an edge. Machines may think fast, but humans think deep. The true power of education is not just in learning fast, but is in the nurturing. It is nurturing the qualities that make us humans. That's empathy, creativity, emotional intelligence, communication. Education isn't just preparation for life, it is life itself. And so when schools mirror the real world through collaboration, problem solving, and adaptability, we're raising thinkers, not just test takers, not just exam writers. We're raising thinkers, we're raising leaders, because the future belongs to those who can build trust, who can inspire others with a gracious heart. The human edge is emotional intelligence, and emotional intelligence is a soft skill. I cannot overemphasize on the importance of soft skill and how we must leverage on it. And finally, if there's something I wish I could tell my younger self, it is success is not just about knowing all the answers. And I think I made a point regarding this particular line because it was personal for me. There were times where I couldn't really verbally speak out on the things I do not know. Right now, if I had the opportunity to tell my younger self anything, it will be that success is not just about all the answers. It's about how you stay curious. As much as you might not know something, your mind is opened, you are curious, you want to know, you want to learn. It's about being kind and learning how to work with others. It's important that you learn how to work with others. Wherever you find yourself, it's a very, very important skills. You might know the hard skills, you might know how to design, you might know how to, create a folder, you might know how to design and all of that hard skills. But what creates a balance between the hard skills that you have is the soft skills that you display. That is not really, really, it's not really quantified, but it is observed, it is seen. So you are being seen. How you relate with others is being seen. It doesn't go unnoticed. So for me, I just would tell my younger self that it's okay not to know or have all the answers as long as you stay open-minded, you're curious, you have a kind heart, you're willing to learn how to work with others, and you're good to go. Studying mass communication gave me the theory, but my confidence came from real life experience, and that's beyond the classroom. And as a student of the Nigerian Institute of Journalism, while serving as Miss Amity and Miss Tourism, that taught me grace and people skills. And during NYC, I joined the editorial team that produced Final Magazine, featuring Mr. Megwa. And it was a project that stretched my creativity. Working with brands like Maggie, Jais Bank, it redefined my professionalism and storytelling skills. So each experience taught me what no textbook could: how to communicate, how to adapt, how to lead. And it doesn't stop there. I'm still learning. I'm still learning. I'm still learning. And that's what beyond the classroom truly means for me. The real growth happens when you listen, you collaborate, and you stay open-minded. You stay open to change. So let's raise problem solvers, shall we? Not just test takers. The classroom should connect directly to the world outside. So our students right here on this call, I admonish you to learn to collaborate, to adapt, to leverage on your soft skills. And you become lifelong learners. And remember, you don't stop to learn. You keep learning because, there's no stopping to learning. As long as you're open-minded and you say to yourself, you know what? I don't know everything, and I'm open-minded, and I'm willing to know, I'm willing to learn. So yes, I think I have come to the end of my slide. I had a wonderful time. I hope you did. Thank you so much for being such an amazing audience. I'd love to take your feedbacks. I'd love to take suggestions, questions. Your inputs mean a lot to me. I'd love to hear your thoughts and take them on board. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you so much, Miss Jennifer. That was a brilliant presentation. Very, very brilliant and very calm. And I like the way you were so calm about the whole presentation, and that's just trying to make me calm as well. You know. Well, beautiful presentation there, and of course, it's very, very important. The topic you've looked at today that you've addressed, with the current trend happening around the world, with everyone chasing AI and tech. And of course, the place of the soft skills cannot be overemphasized. These are skills that no matter the technology that you invent or no matter the inventions, the innovations that will spring up in future, there are still skills that they cannot replace, like you've highlighted, the critical thinking, the problem solving skills, adaptability, communication skills, with all your technology, if you are lacking these skills, you might have problem, coping, adapting, into the new world that we're venturing into. So it's very, very important. And thank you for bringing this up. And I know at this point we would like to leave the floor open for questions. So parents on the call, students, if you have questions for Ms. Jennifer, please go ahead and drop your questions in the chat box and we will just read them. But before we start going through the chat box, I have a question for you, Ms. Jennifer. And we're looking at the soft skills versus the classroom activities. All right. How can schools practically integrate the soft skills into their current or existing curriculum? How can they merge both such that they are preparing the children academically and also to have a future-proof future? All right.
Okay. I'd like you to take that question again so that I answer correctly. Please, can you take the
Okay.
question again?
It says, how can schools practically integrate soft skills into their curriculum?
Okay. I mean, they can start small. They can they can start by infusing soft skills to what they already do. For example, like during a group project, teachers can assess teamwork and communication alongside academic performance. So they're able to reflect on their exercises, class discussion, and student lead activities. Students can lead activities and also make soft skills part of their daily learning rather than just separate subjects.
Okay. Okay. So I see that the school can incorporate um, programs that can highlight and help the students to develop these skills. I guess that's
Yes,
what you're saying, and also to give a feedback, see how, measure the strengths of each child and see how to improve them individually. All right.
exactly.
So while we're doing that with the school, I know you mentioned the place of the parents as well as people that can help, develop these skills. I don't know if you want to throw a bit more light on that, the role that the parents play in developing these soft skills, or is it something they have to just learn on their own?
Of course not. Parents are the first teachers of every child. They're the ones, I mean, the parent is the first contact of a child's life, so to say. So parents are the ones who will first teach their children empathy, communication, and resilience. So for parents, it's about shaping them. It's about modeling them, right? Oftentimes, kids do not do what they hear; they do what they see. So it starts with us as parents, right? So parents are tasked with the duty of teaching their children empathy and communication. And they also should stay curious. You stay curious as a parent. That's where you show your child curiosity, how it works. And that you do that by listening, active listening. You're curious about, oh, what happened in school today? How's your day going? What are you struggling with? How do you want me to be of help to you? You know, you're curiously involved in their lives. You're encouraging problem solving at home. So yeah, I think that's how parents can, play a part in helping children, their children build this future-proof skill.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Ms. Jennifer. I think just to add to that, I think parents can also encourage uh, all of these skills from home. Charity, they say, begins at home, so
Mhm.
parents can actually encourage curiosity, passion, encourage your children to ask questions. Don't just provide the answers for them, allow them to get around things, let them figure out things, themselves, and they should start appreciating teamwork. All right, teamwork. Okay, you go do this with your siblings, work it out, do it together, give me a feedback. Let's know the role that John played, the role that Mike played, and also to encourage that creativity and you know having fun while being creative as well. So all of that I think comes to play. Let me see if we have a question here. Okay, we have a question. It says, what soft skill has helped you the most outside school and how did you develop it? All right, that's for you, Jennifer.
Okay, I I didn't quite hear you clearly.
Says,
Could you take it again?
what soft skill has helped you the most outside school and how did you develop it?
Oh, what soft skill has helped me the most outside school? She said, did the person say outside school?
Yes.
Okay, that will be communication. Communication. And how I developed that was constant practice. I took on courses. I took on courses. I kept speaking in front of the mirror, you know, and you can literally marry communication to public speaking. And for the fact that I sometimes have phobia for stages, when I did a lot of climbing stages, to speak and address people, and it was a great task. It was a great task, and it was something I took on deliberately to, because of this position that I occupy. I must be able to harness my communication skills, work on it, and build on it, just so that when the opportunity presents itself, I'm able to deliver, I'm able to communicate effectively, and function right. And I hope that answered your question.
All right, thank you. And I think that question mirrors the feedback you gave earlier when you said that with regards to initiative and taking responsibility, that the students must take charge of their growth. They must see it as their responsibility, even if the school, the parents' community is there to support them, to encourage them. It is important to uh, see it as their responsibility uh, to learn, to develop all of these soft skills that will become very, very uh, handful and useful to them as they head into the future. So thank you very much again. We are so grateful to have you share with us from your wealth of experience in this area. So keep the questions coming. Um, okay, thank you, Mrs. Orlando, for joining us today. and keep the questions coming. Let's see if we can take one more questions. Okay, one more question. All right, so in the absence of any other question, all right, just one more. Among among technical, creative, and soft skills, which do you think will matter most in the next 5 to 10 years? Mm.
I- Okay, the question again.
Among technical, creative, and soft skills, which do you think will matter most in the next 5 to 10 years?
Well, I think that just so that we create a balance, the soft skills will actually matter most, but we can actually do both. We can have both, right? But the thing is, one shouldn't be used passively, right? Your soft skills is going to matter in no time. In fact, it already matters, and it will matter as we go forward. So the idea is to create a balance between your soft and your hard skills. One should not suffer for the other, right? So when you are intentional about your soft skills, it then reflects on your hard skills. Take, for example, the hospital. The doctors are well grounded in what they know, their hand skills, their hands-on experience. But do you notice how you are approached by a doctor or a nurse? How you are spoken to with empathy, with kindness, with gentle communication when you go to the good ones, good hospitals. Because I mean, there are stories about some of the hospitals where you have really, really mean nurses and whatnot. But given that scenario, as much as they have hands-on experience on hard skills, their soft skills are even more leveraged on. So as regards to that question, I would say that your soft skills will matter the most, but the best part is creating a balance between them.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I think that's the whole essence of having today's webinar to emphasize the importance of developing the soft skills. Yes, we don't want to be left behind in this world of AI and all the tech that is springing up. But at the same time, you need to create a balance because it gets to a point where, with all the AI skills, you still need to you still need to develop your critical thinking skills. You still need to be adaptable. All right, they throw you into an environment, and are you able to cope immediately, or will you need 5 months to adjust? So all of those will come to play. Even as you, with all your technological skills, with all the knowledge, with all the good grades, if you are not able to adjust to any settings, even as the world is developing fast, and then you say, okay, today is AI, are you able to adjust immediately? That's part of the skills we're talking about. Are you able to think? AI will not strategize for you. AI will not come and connect all the dots for you. So we need to understand that technology is there to help us. We can collaborate with technology to help to make our work easier, not to replace our work, but how we
Right.
work with technology, how we interact with the system, with the skills, the soft skills that we already have, will play a long role, in um, the future for us. So thank you very much, everyone, for sending in your questions. Thank you, Mrs. Jennifer Omukre. It's been a very, very special session with you. And for everyone on the call, those that have asked questions, those that have enjoyed the presentation today, and maybe you are too shy to ask your questions, we thank you all the same for taking our time to be with us this evening. We don't take it for granted. and we really want to appreciate you. Thank you also. Special thanks to Dr. Alo for making this platform available for us to interact and uh, to contribute to knowledge and also to help impact our younger ones. All right. Shout out to all the parents and young ones on the call, high flyers, our butterflyers as well. Prince, I can see you on the call. Good to have you here with us. Damilola family, good to have you here. And every other person, if I didn't mention your name, just know that we are so pleased and honored to have you here with us today. So this is what we do every month on the High Flyers. We keep having these conversations, whatever we think will help our young people, our 16 plus students, and whatever we think will help them develop into better students and better personalities in the future. That's what we do to help them have a better career, to help them make better choices, to help them cope with their academics for right now, and also to help make informed decisions for their future. So thank you again for being a part of tonight's session, and we will be communicating to you when we'll be having the next edition. And to then, I'd like to say goodbye everyone to have a wonderful night rest. Bye, Jennifer. Thank you again.